Stop rolling. I'm a little rusty.
Everyone, new Life in the World to Come challenge. You play Will's solo verbatim. I want you to like play this clip over it, and I need to match up exactly.
Listen, I've been playing piano for 25 years. I defy you to match my dexterity and skill and accuracy with the way that I totally shredded the shit out of that fucking jazzy ass rockin' solo I just laid down.
If you want to come up to lyrics for the thing that Will just wrote, I would love that.
Yeah, coming up with lyrics that follow the melody of what I just wrote.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it has to be about gardening.
Yeah,
it has to be about gardening.
Be about gardening on a cool spring morning
in a spaceship.
Yeah,
in the climate controlled holodeck of a 30th century spaceship. That's what the song has to be about.
It's actually laden with metaphor.
Yeah,
it's about putting all this time and effort into growing something that is essentially just light.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and my relationship with God.
Yeah. Just in addition to all that other stuff.
Also
God. That's about Will's personal relationship with his Lord and Savior.
I got a pretty good
Christ.
one.
Yeah,
I got a pretty good relationship.
We've
been going to couples therapy. And we've started to like practice mindfulness and like keep in mind like each other's needs as we are, accepting one another for exactly who we are, not trying to change one another.
I think that's big.
And communicating even when it's hard to do so.
Cool.
So like, like for instance, like if one of us feels like the other person's not being particularly open, we say cream cheese and lox, and the other person has to give the absolute fullest truth, like no bullshit, no holding back, and that helps like bridge some gaps sometimes, so, God will be like, hey, I work in mysterious ways, and he'll be like cream cheese and lox, and he'll be like, you have cancer.
Cream cheese and lox?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Is that a couples therapy thing?
I don't know. I've heard it's like a method, but I haven't heard the phrase cream cheese and lox being used
just like
for it.
using this is the thing that I can't fucking stand about brain hacking.
Yeah,
about all that. Just say, tell me the truth.
Yeah, but people don't listen to that.
Well, but bagels and lox, they will.
Well, if you've set it up in advance, that's like the safe word of bullshit in your relationship,
Just break up. If it's come to bagels and lox, then it's not meant to be.
I guess, you know what? You're right. I have a phone call to make.
It's got to be like...
I got to go to church and go into the confession booth and call my boyfriend.
And who's that pulling up in his fucking Maserati? That's right. It's the big red guy coming to swoop in.
I like how the devil drives a Maserati.
Right. He drives a sports car. I think it was a different one the last time we brought him. I think it was a Maserati.
I think it's always been a Maserati. Anytime
you huge, jacked, shirtless red guy in a Maserati with sunglasses.
You've always described him as being in a Maserati, which is very funny to me because my friend John Maisto drives a Maserati, and he's the devil for sure.
Yeah. I mean, Maserati they're the patron car of dudes who are fucking your mom. So like, or your girlfriend or your wife, just someone personal who you don't want them fucking.
Yeah, no, that's my experience with John too. Every time I bring a new girl home, he's like, "Hey, babe." He talks like Beetlejuice in this. I don't know why.
Well, that's hey, babs. Well, like when he gets, John's a pretty irrational guy, but like when he gets a little horned up, he goes, he drops down to that deeper register.
Yeah, and then he tempts you to, commit sin.
And he shows you his fucking Maserati.
And then you do gambling.
Yeah, you go
drugs and women or whatever.
I'm trying to we're just some good John
and
Maisto
you kill
jokes.
A guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I was just thinking about sin. I don't like the energy I've started off with this episode with, because the music no good, not even funny bad, it's just bad. I mean, like, look, obviously I was doing a bit,
right?
But like I feel like it's what a bit. How funny, how creative, how interesting.
I don't even do music, and I could have done that.
Yeah, of course.
Well, I don't know. I think you did a little. You know just enough for it to be close enough to be like.
Maybe
to feel like you were trying. Like it's like
it's actually funnier.
I would have just been playing random notes. You sounded like you were playing the wrong ones.
Well, that's yes. But like I just don't like how I also immediately went to just like making jokes that I would, I don't know, that have some concern that it could hurt the feelings of a close friend of mine.
Friend of yours who's called one of your best friends the devil.
I called him the devil. I don't mean that.
He likes to fuck people's moms and kill people. One of your dearest and closest friends, a man who has done a lot for you.
Yeah. Well, if you knew him, if you know him, you know that he probably wouldn't mind being called the devil. And
he'd probably like it a little bit.
And probably enjoy saying, also he fucks your mom.
Right.
But like, it's still, I don't, these people who are listening to this podcast don't know my friend John.
They don't know. Yeah, like, look, is John the kind of guy who would fucking kill a guy and fuck your mom? Absolutely. But they don't have the context to know why that's charming, actually.
Right. It's like... Right, they don't know why that's like a lovable thing.
Think about him, right? They haven't known him enough.
They don't know that when I call him an absolute dingo of a man, that's like a funny, silly thing about my buddy John.
Yeah,
and so this is weird.
And not
it's
just like a warning about a concerning character who you should watch out for.
So
yeah.
So recently, somebody online said that I had the same body type as a character called the Spot from Across the Spider-Verse, and I was like, what does that mean? Oh, I wonder if they think I look good.
I wonder if the Spot is like a hot guy.
He's not. And he's like,
it's really
he's got like a weird like Gumby like sort of frame.
Yeah, he's got kind of a who's the guy who plays all the freaks in the fucking Guillermo del Toro movies?
I don't know.
He's if that guy had a paunch. Like he's like a fucking Abe Sapien had a beer gut.
He's not great looking. It's not somebody who you want to be compared to.
Right.
I just happened across something because so I went on YouTube, and because YouTube
Doug Jones, sorry, go on.
What?
That was the guy I was talking about, Doug Jones.
I was on YouTube, and like a video got recommended to me, and it was a video of me, and I was like, fuck, all right, I'm gonna click it because it was something that looked interesting, and I didn't remember the show that was being depicted, and I was like, wow, how the fuck did you find this video of this particular show? There are like people out there who like archive videos of me from like all kinds of weird niche things, and some of them are fucking awesome and have the coolest stuff there, and and then other ones are like like DM your mom a dick pic or something, like some of them are cool, like... some of them are show up to my house with a knife scary. But this person was posting some cool stuff, and then on one of them in a comment section in the comments next to a YouTube short was that I had the same body type as the Spot from Across the Spider-Verse. I looked it up, and I'm like, very hurt. I was extremely hurt by it. I was so upset by it. And because, you know why? Because it's not something I could change.
Right.
It's accurate and not something I could change.
Right. No, because he's got like a square body and long arms.
Right.
And,
If it was like
he can't like do push-ups until that goes away.
Right. It's not like it was just like a fat guy. It was like a guy with like a frame that is comparable to me. It is like nothing that I can fix. Like, so like I look at it and I'm like, I'm in denial. I don't want to hear this. But like the truth of the matter is that no, I know I look like if you put Dr. Robotnik in a taffy puller. Like I already know that I look like Rule 34 inflation porn of Humpty Dumpty. Like I have that body type, and that's just something that I have to live with. But the thing is, only in a shirt. If I take the shirt off, it's not boxy. Okay. It's not. It's actually wildly curvaceous in a way that the male body is not usually designed. Ooh. It looks like a box in a shirt when in reality it's more akin to an hourglass.
Interesting.
Yeah. One of these days I'll take my shirt off publicly again and people will see. Like,
I
oh,
don't
wow.
think I've seen it in a while.
Yeah, no, those aren't love handles, baby. Those are all bone. That's all me. You heard of hip dips? Introducing hip dunks. I got it.
Shaq's gonna fucking smash the backboard on those motherfuckers. You know what I think also probably did not help the situation?
What?
Because it was the kind of comment where in the split second you see it, you're like, ooh, am I receiving a compliment? And then you look it up, and then you're like, so it's not just an insult; it's an insult coupled with disappointment.
Well, yes.
Where it's like, you're like, oh, I'm about to receive an endorphin rush, and then no.
Well, not even though. It's even worse. I was about to receive comfort. It was on a video of me from like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
When I'm like rail thin and half naked at a concert. And I'm like, oh, are they going to say that I'm sexy? So
do I look like a Spider-Man?
Right, that's the thing.
Yeah, is the Spot one of the Spider-Men?
Yeah, exactly. I thought
no, he's a fucking square-bodied scumbag.
All right, I thought they were saying that I was lithe and youthful. Nope. Not at all.
No. And I haven't seen the movie, but I get the impression that he's like a grimy, slimy piece of shit.
Probably.
Like he's probably like a gross dude.
Yeah, probably.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I'll recover. And that's it. That's it. I'll recover. I'll be all right eventually.
We should go see the movie and just like shout stuff at the screen when the spot's there.
The thing is,
I'll just be like loudly like, see, you don't look like you're good. It's just like
me looking at Google Images earlier today.
He's kind of handsome.
I've got my phone out. I'm scrolling while naked in the mirror.
You're looking at the Spot Rule 34 just to kind of try to turn it around in your brain, kind of trick yourself into thinking it's a good thing. No, people like this guy.
Oh, he was saying my dick was huge. Okay.
He was talking about the Spot's huge penis.
Oh, okay. Well, that's very flattering.
I'm just imagining the Spot. I don't know if he's wearing a costume or if that's just what his body looks like.
I don't know.
But I'm imagining that like weird skin tight thing with a fucking fat bulge down the side of his thigh. Just like a fucking cucumber smuggled in there.
I asked you earlier if you had seen the movie yet. And
no, I haven't.
You said that you were waiting for it to come out on streaming. And part of me was like, you know what? That's actually for the best. Because like part of me was thinking like, oh, maybe you want to go see that? That seems the kind of thing you might want to go see in theaters. Let's go see it. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to be seen by anybody while I watch that movie.
I feel like look that similar to the Spot. Like no one is gonna be like, you're not gonna be walking out of the theater and people like trying to get a fucking selfie with the Spot. It's just like fucking 5-year-old children pointing at you. It's the Spot, Mom. From the movie.
No, what I mean is I didn't want to be fucking triggered in front of people.
Where it's like, where you're just not enjoying the movie at all. You're just muttering under your breath. I don't fucking look like this guy.
Fucking Spot.
I don't look anything like this dude. What the fuck?
I just don't want to I don't want my friend to be there when I have a meltdown and throw my whole popcorn bucket at a stranger. There's somebody a few rows down whispering to their friend about something. We're just like, hey! I do not look like that. Throw a fucking soda at him.
The Spot gets humanized for just like a second in the film, and you're like, he's not so bad. See, he's a pretty cool guy, actually.
If he's the villain, that's very funny.
He is the villain.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
He's the villain.
Well, there you go.
I do want to see that movie, but I think the last movie I saw in theaters was Marvel's Black Widow, which was a mistake. It was like it was like the first movie I saw coming out of the pandemic, And like the whole the whole time I was just thinking I would be enjoying this so much more if I was able to hit my vape pen. So now I wait for stuff to come out on streaming.
Watching movies is better at home.
It is. That's not entirely true. I do like.
I like the theater experience.
I should go see a real movie, a movie that isn't probably. I don't want to say the worst Marvel movie, but definitely the most forgettable.
Right.
It just like wasn't very good. Like, you know, I feel like I do like going to the movies. I like the big noises. I like popcorn.
I like popcorn. I like sitting in a fun seat.
Yeah, it's like a whole thing.
I like big screen.
It's nice.
I saw Asteroid City.
Recently. I want to see that.
First thing I said walking out of the film is I turned to my dad, who I had seen the movie with, and I was like, at this point, it would be literally impossible to make a parody of a Wes Anderson movie. It would be impossible
because
that's what we had just stepped out of.
People are saying it's his best work. But they keep saying that about all his shit. So,
yeah,
like, who cares?
Well, I think because it's definitely his best work. If by best you mean most Wes Anderson. If you like Wes Anderson for everything that is the spirit of Wes Anderson,
which I do.
He has never accomplished that task so thoroughly before. Every single frame of that film is so aggressively Wes Anderson that I think it was parody.
We're going to make a miniature of a train that is 3 times as expensive as renting out a train.
Right. Yes, exactly. It was so over the top Wes Anderson that I think it was intentional. I think that he was shitting on himself.
I would be interested to like get a better sense for what like the plot of the movie is, to see if there's any subtext.
There are some lines in there that felt like Wes Anderson reaching through the screen, grabbing me by the collar and saying, "Look what I've become." You know, because it's so meta and so fourth wall breaking. And at one point, the lead character says the phrase, "All my pictures come out," in a really, really like dense, heavy tone. And it felt like Wes Anderson saying, like, they'll fucking make anything I give them. I'm trapped. I can't stop being Wes Anderson.
I get all my movie ideas from an AI generator trained on twee shit.
Right. Trained on Wes Anderson movies is what it feels like.
I made fucking 3 of these, and fucking ChatGPT's been writing them ever since.
It was like that. This all makes it sound like I didn't like it. I thought it was fantastic, and I think there was depth in it. But it was impossible for me to not also feel like there was like a self-flagellatory artist shit going on. That's what it felt like this movie was saying,
you know,
to me.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like it was saying.
Right. It was like, what if I wanted to make, I don't know,
porn
or like a Spider-Man, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and not even like a twee Spider-Man, you know? Like a Spider-Man that has like a lot of like CGI in it.
I do like the thought of Wes Anderson's Spider-Man, though.
I said, there was a College Humor sketch that was exactly that.
Yeah, I was about to start trying to do it, and I don't want to.
It's literally been done. It's like, I'm pretty sure it was College Humor did. Yeah.
Well, first I said porn, and then I was like, oh, Wes Anderson porno. I want to do that bit. What am I? Bill Murray looking directly into a camera in front of a flat set saying, "Oh, I'm coming." Like, that's the end of the bit.
Right. Well, also there's the bed. He's static, but the bed is rocking behind him, and like the way it's shot is like, you know what I mean?
There's a rack focus that goes from the bed to him, and then the bed
is still shaking mechanically, but he's like perfectly still, and he just says, "I'm coming," and then you know. And then it cuts to like a shot from above of him laying next to, I guess, probably Scarlett Johansson, and they're smoking cigarettes.
Yeah,
that's just smoking cigarettes. That's it.
Yeah, and then
she says something to him
something about trauma.
Right. Yeah, she says something that should get a huge reaction out of him, and it doesn't.
Right. Yeah,
is how the scene goes. You know, like. She says something crazy with a completely straight face, and he doesn't react.
Yeah.
She like shares some deep personal trauma from her childhood, and he has a little quip that he says about it, and then it cuts to the next scene. And it's never brought up again.
It's 6 Boy Scouts introducing themselves by their specialty one at a time.
Yeah, it cuts to 6.
One after another, quick cuts.
anytime in a Wes Anderson film it cuts away, it cuts to 6 Boy Scouts introducing themselves
by rank and specialty. Hey, we're doing a podcast.
That's true.
We're doing things a little differently this time.
It is true.
Today, Chris is behind the controls.
I'm in the fucking big boy seat,
and I'm on the other side of the desk because I feel like that's supposed to be how it is. Because I'd like to walk around while we record, and I can't if I'm behind the desk. There's no space, and also the keyboard is on this side.
Yeah, it's not a perfect arrangement because I barely understand how Pro Tools works.
And it's been a very long time since since we did the thing where I would play keyboard during the show, and so I feel like it's really not necessary at all. And I don't have microphone stands in this studio, so I couldn't if I wanted to.
You can only play one-handed.
Right.
The number of bits that are available to you are very limited.
Yeah.
Like Mario. Yeah, dude.
That's one hand.
You can do that with one hand, dude.
There you go.
You only need one hand to fucking tickle the ivories.
But I'm liking this setup. I feel free, and I also kind of feel like less like I have to be in control.
It's nice. I like it because I can actually kind of lean back in this chair without feeling like I'm gonna fatly tumble out of
chair,
it.
Right?
Yeah.
A big comfy chair.
Yeah.
I'm gonna raise this stool. This is a very high stool.
How high
for
can that stool be? Oh wow, look at you!
I'm all the way up here now.
It's a fucking power move. You should bring that into business meetings. That's actually I love that.
And the fact that it has wheels on it also, because it's like one step away from just getting up and walking.
I love the idea of you walking into a business meeting in like a suit, and them like offering you're I don't know, you're making some kind of big deal. Right, that you want to end up on top of,
right?
And they pull out a chair for you to sit in, and you're like, no, I brought my own, and you wheel in the tallest chair anyone's ever seen.
I wheel in like a lifeguard's chair.
Yeah, you sit in a fucking lifeguard's chair. Like, all right, gentlemen, let's do business.
Every time I try and get higher and higher above everybody to create that dynamic.
Yeah.
I start off with just a tall stool or a bar stool, something like the one I'm sitting on now. Eventually, I graduate to a lifeguard's chair. But that doesn't always fit through the door. No. So I always bring like a backup stack of yellow pages.
You've constructed your own bespoke chair with a ratcheting system that kind of like. This is quickly devolving into I think you should leave sketch, because now I'm imagining a very tall man walking into the room and you're just like fuck just like cranking it up as far as you can go.
I'm squished up against the ceiling. I'm fucking. I start before every meeting sawing off the legs of every other chair there. I start insisting we do it Japanese style. Everybody has to sit on the ground. But I bring in my ratchet chair.
Yeah, you bring a huge pillow, like a pillow that also has a ratchet in it.
I start insisting that we have all of our meetings in a big hole, and I sit on the lip of the hole and look down.
It's all very funny because you're a pretty tall guy,
right?
You don't really need to be doing this.
No, I do. I need to be holding all of my business meetings in a well.
You're just shouting down a well. Get this merger done.
You're gonna need to go higher than that. I got these guys eating out of the palm of my hands.
Literally, they can't get out of the well.
Someone points out to me that the real power move of them being at the bottom of a well is not the height, but the violence of what I'm doing.
Yeah, and you just get quiet for a minute and then don't process the information.
Or I do, and next time I go to a regular board meeting, but I have a gun. Just lay a gun out on the table.
You're slowly figuring it out.
But I still bring a phone book with me to sit on my chair.
Yeah,
just in case. Just in case the gun's not enough.
Backup. Yeah.
Just in case there's somebody else who happens to have a gun. You
got huge platform shoes. You're wearing pumps.
Welcome, everybody, to Life in the World to Come.
Welcome, everybody. This is a advice podcast, but it's not your fucking daddy's advice podcast.
That's right.
This is a fucking crazy balls to the wall advice podcast. This ain't your fucking daddy's podcast.
No,
and you know why?
Your daddy would hate this podcast.
You know why this ain't your daddy's podcast? Because your daddy was fucking ripped to pieces by a guy named fucking Murder Jaws.
Yeah. This is not your daddy's podcast.
Because your daddy is dead and gone. He wasn't strong enough to survive.
This is a podcast where we tell you how to survive after your daddy's been torn to shreds by Murder Jaw. You see, the end of the world is coming. Chris and I can see the future as clear as you can see your feet when you look down. Assuming you are not visually impaired.
That's that, and that's just how prescient our future sight
lacking in feet.
Is because we couldn't even think about what it's like to be able to only see the present.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at my feet in the last 4 years. Because I've been too busy looking at what my feet are going to look like after they've been bathed in nuclear
Chris
fire.
hasn't seen his feet in years because he only sees the future and his feet get blown off.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to have any, so it doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck what's happening down there. They're going to be gone soon.
Exactly. And you folks, since you don't have the ability to completely remove your consciousness from the present moment so that you can see the future in perfect detail,
right?
We're here to help you out.
Yeah.
A lot of people have a lot of questions about how to survive the apocalypse, which is why I, Will Wood, and you,
Christopher Dunn,
we're here to help you out. It is our honor, our pleasure, and our ascension.
We're going to do you a little favor.
Yeah. You're welcome, everyone.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Let's do it. Let's get into some questions. Hey?
All right. So this what we got here is a question from you know what? I've decided that I'm going to start pretending every episode is the first episode.
Okay.
And so don't pity me. You fucking patronize me. Huh. All right. You know, and also I've decided I want to fight you on an episode because I noticed that
was an affirmative, huh? It was high pitched. It was a laugh.
Every picture I've drawn for the podcast shows us fighting in it. And look, you could also interpret it as us like ranting and raving about the world, which was my intention, but it looks like we're mad at each other. And I feel like a lot of people will tune into that podcast expecting two people yelling at each other. And we need to give them some of that. So 2 things I'm going to make sure to do today is 1, introduce this as though it's the first episode of the podcast ever, which I feel like we're almost there. And 2, fight you.
Yes.
But yeah, this right here is a question about how to survive the apocalypse submitted by a listener to the show. What they do is they either write us at lifeintheworldtocome@gmail.com and ask us their question, or they visit the Discord server that we have set up for our listeners to join and submit their questions through. Chris, the creator and co-host of this podcast, will be answering this question. He'll be reading it, and then we will answer it together using our sense of humor. We do this. I just want to make sure this is clear. This is for goofs. We can't actually see the future.
Which we have to say for legal purposes, you know?
We kept getting sued by actual psychics.
By real psychics.
And the problem is that they keep suing us for shit we haven't done yet. And I keep going like, dude, I just got another C&D from the psychic down the street. Apparently, I'm going to beat his brother up really badly.
Dear Chris and Will,
yo,
what will happen to the idea of the American dream in the world to come?
Oh, what a beautiful question. What a relevant question.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's something I've been thinking about a lot recently.
Okay.
Is stalling when I can't come up with a question to answer, you know? I've been working on my stalling abilities a lot recently, and I think I'm getting better at it. What do you think?
Well, I think you're getting really good. I've seen you pull out that strategy a couple times on the podcast.
Really?
Now, and I think you've gotten the practice that you need.
Does it still feel transparent?
And no, I think it's coming across well.
Oh, really? It felt like I really was gearing up to give an answer I'd already prepared.
Yeah,
that I was already aware of, and
it was
knew.
great. And it was great because it made me think like, because in that moment I was like, oh, I don't really have anything immediately to say, but I guess I can let Will take this one. And, you know, and and
Well,
then
that's not good.
So it was good because it made, instead of spending another 5 seconds thinking of a joke, I just kind of relaxed and let you do it.
Right.
And then there was nothing.
Right. And then because I kept going in this direction, it didn't give you a chance to come up with one.
Yeah,
and
we still haven't
now,
even touched on the American dream.
And the thing is that what you seem to not have failed to understand at this point is that actually I put the ball in your court by doing this.
Right.
I talk first so I don't have to talk first.
Well, so here's the thing. I think in order to identify this question, let's first nail down what is the American dream.
That's a good point.
What is it? It's fucking working your way up from the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking taking what little you have and making something of it.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest difference is in the apocalypse is that's going to be possible. You can do that actually.
Nice. Nice. Scathing.
Yeah, right.
I love that.
Some fun little socialist anarchist commentary.
Really just cutting right through the bullshit.
Just actually,
calling out this fucking the American dream, man. Yeah.
In
you know why they call it the American dream? Because you'd have to be asleep to believe it.
You're going to be able, if you put your nose to the grindstone and you work every day and you do what you got to do and you build up everything, in the apocalypse, that'll benefit you.
Yeah.
It'll work.
Right. What you're saying is that the system that we have in place right now needs to be destroyed in order for people to flourish.
Look, you take away what you want to take away.
I don't want to take that away. I'll be honest. I don't. I the system has been great to me. So, I don't want to take that away from it. And I feel like what you're saying right now is, frankly, anti-American.
They took my Uber money away during the pandemic, and I'm never going to forgive them.
That is so
honestly.
That is truly so
But honestly, it's kind of a dumb reason to, out of all the things that could have fully tipped me over into being an anarchist, it doesn't feel like the right one.
I don't know. I don't know. When Verizon sent me a fucking device I didn't ask them for and then said, hey, give that back or we're going to charge you.
Yeah.
I threw it away.
Right.
And then vowed to never purchase anything from Verizon ever again. Yeah. It's the same sort of thing. The government went, here, have some money. I know that everybody's dying all around you.
And I was like, thank you. I'm going to use that money to survive. And then I did. And they were like, actually, we lied to you.
Right.
It's like, we lied to you about being eligible to get this. So now you need to give the money back.
Right.
And I was like, I don't have it because I spent it on food and stuff.
Isn't that
I'm still mad.
Isn't it so fucked?
It's so fucked.
The government went, actually, I'm going to need that back.
It was like, motherfucker, we're not friends.
Right.
It was like, that's not how that shit works. You gave me money.
Yeah.
I didn't know that me giving it back was even an option.
Right.
Because it shouldn't have been. I applied for it the way that everyone else does.
Yeah.
I got approved for it the way that everybody else does. And then you changed your minds. I did everything right. And I had ample opportunity to explain this to them, but I didn't read the letter that they sent me, so I fucked up the thing, and then they just took it all away.
They just took the money.
So it's a little bit on me.
They didn't even. You didn't send them a check. They just took it.
Oh no, they didn't take the money. They just took away my the more money that I was getting. So I got a decent amount of money from unemployment, but then they took it away midway through the pandemic.
So unbelievably fucked.
It was so fucked.
Because it's just like, you know what? Ask Elon. I'm sure he's good for it.
He's good. He has it.
Like, just ask somebody else.
Ultimately, at the time, it was only like $2,000. Like, it wasn't, but it was more money than I'd ever had in my whole life by that point. It was an unbelievably important amount of money for me to have at that period.
Yeah.
Like, I needed that money.
Right.
And I didn't give it back. They took it away in taxes, but like I never did pay them back.
It's so fucking ridiculous.
Because here's a fun little tip from me to you on the podcast. Debtor's prison doesn't exist. They can't put you in jail for not paying your debts. They can fuck up your credit score. They can ruin your life other ways. But like, hey, fucking don't pay your medical bills. Just don't do it. Fuck them. Just fucking don't pay it. Just don't.
That's, That's
you're going to fuck up my credit score? I don't have a credit card, bitch, and I never will.
Yeah, but good luck getting an apartment.
Yeah, well, you know
and
that part of it sucks, but like I'm just not doing it. I'm just not getting a credit card.
That's a fool's move.
It makes me so mad. It makes me because it's the same thing as because I have to get one. I have to owe people money in order to prove that I can pay them back.
Yeah,
it's stupid. And
right,
I can't even look at it without it going down.
But you gotta be able to incorporate Life in the World to Come as a business eventually. It's got to have an LLC or whatever.
Right, and I'm gonna keep all of our funds in blocks of gold buried deep beneath the earth. That's God intended for us to do.
And in canon with the podcast, that's the smart thing to do. But I'm just saying, the fact that I have a business card, I pay for all of my business expenses with a credit card. It makes money, I save so much money that way.
Fucking money. I don't want it.
It's just fucking. If you have a really expensive business to run, like if the business costs a lot of money to run it, getting like 2% back on things, it adds up, man.
Yeah, we'll see how much this business ends up costing.
That's a fair point.
I really go out of my way to have it not cost that much. Sometimes to the detriment of the podcast, and that's fine. That's my weed money. I'm not giving it to anyone. I'm not giving it to me for the podcast.
Well, it helps that I bought the fucking microphones.
It did, yeah.
Must make the podcast real cheap for you, huh?
Really
I told you I was going to fight you today.
It absolutely does, yes. It's much more convenient this way. And I could have kept doing this on snowball mics forever. This is great, though. It's definitely better like this.
That's the thing, is I know you could have. Yeah. And I know you would have. Yeah. That's the thing, right? This isn't like an investment into the podcast. This is something that I was going to do. And you were just like, sure, I'll do that too. But if left to my own devices, we would be recording into a fucking wax cylinder for all I care.
We would be doing this into our phones.
Yeah.
The fucking forest episode sounded pretty good. It sounded pretty fine, actually.
It's not like this sounds incredible.
Right. It's too quiet most of the time.
A lot of the time, although that's not not an equipment thing, that's a mastering thing. I don't know how to do shit.
Yeah, well, who knows? But the point stands.
Yeah. I'm thirsty. Did we answer that question?
I would not know. Well, yeah, kind of. The American dream will be attainable. You work hard for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a different way of looking at it, right? I mean, like, you're not going to be aiming as high in the apocalypse.
Right. You're going to
if
be
the American
aiming...
dream is to, like, buy a boat, you're not going to get a boat.
If the American dream is to, like, raise a family in a safe neighborhood and have 2 cars and get by comfortably and have money not really be too much of an object, that's not going to happen.
No,
but you might be able to get that can of beans.
Right. Or if the American dream is to steal a boat and a couple of cars and a family in the neighborhood.
Right.
That's more... you can do that. That's attainable.
Yes, you'll be able to steal boats.
I
mean, like, you're able to steal boats now if you know what you're doing. There's going to be laws that get in the way of that. But not in the world to come.
That is the essential thing, I think. Right now, the barrier to entry for the American dream is money. It's in the future. The barrier to entry for the American dream is the size of your gun and how many bullets it has and how quick it can shoot them. Hey, Chris and Will, you've talked a lot about the changes that will come in the world to come, but I was wondering, how will we deal with the shock of the sudden changes? How long will it take for us to adapt to this new environment?
Oh, that's such a good question. I'm glad to be getting asked a question like that. And I'm not even stalling.
Okay,
I was
going to ask.
I genuinely mean it.
Okay.
I genuinely mean that I'm glad to be given that question.
Okay.
Because I want to answer it.
All right.
And I have an answer for it in mind.
Okay.
Because I've thought a lot about how people are going to handle the changes that occur and how people are going to adjust to it. Because how people are going to adjust to it,
All right.
And so I've thought about it a lot, and I've viewed a lot of my various visions about it.
You've
things
been
I've written
talking
down
for
over the
15 seconds
years.
and you haven't given me any details.
Well, I want to tell you how excited I am to answer this question, And I think it's really important to just make it very clear, because it's a very important thing that I've always wanted to talk about and haven't had a chance to yet. People don't really ask.
I understand.
And it's not like I just offer up any information. I need to know what people want to know before I can tell them what they need to know. You know what I mean?
Right. Totally. Yeah.
Right? Don't you feel that way?
I do feel that way.
Yeah. Tell me more. How else do you feel? People are going to do whatever they can to adjust. Whatever they have to do, whatever they can do, because they don't have a choice. They will either adjust or die. One thing that some people will do is they'll turn to therapy.
Yeah.
Visit BetterHelp.com today and enter the code lifeintheworldtocome to get 30% off your first session.
And while your counselor is probably going to get blown to bits in the initial blast, there will be some very scary ghosts that will be very eager to listen to your problems.
That's true. Yeah, a lot of therapists are going to die really fast because of the sensitive types, you
Yeah,
know?
no.
If you don't have the brawn, then the brain ain't going to get you very far, you know? And so that's something that I recommend doing now, is instead of focusing so much on your mind, focus on your body.
That's
Harness
true.
both. Find a balance between strengthening your soul so that you can handle the changes as they come, and strengthening your body so that when the radiation starts getting all up in your business, you're primed to be able to channel the magic that is
Absolutely.
radiation into making you more powerful.
Fucking lifting's the only therapy I need, bro.
Hell yeah, dude.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I saw an Instagram post like that too.
I don't gotta talk about my problems. I just
No.
fucking worship at the feet of the fucking Iron Temple.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
Abso-fucking-lutely, man.
You
Hoodie
know?
up, earbuds in, pick it up, put it down.
Like when you have, so that's this thing is like when you have like that ache inside of your soul that you feel like that you need, and you feel like you need to release that ache.
Yeah.
Like that ache is trying to come out. That's a trap.
Yeah.
If it comes out, it'll kill you.
Right.
So you want to just get as much muscle as possible to trap that ache deeper inside of you.
Right.
Create a wall of fucking delts and trelts.
Trelts.
To like to fucking make it. Your body has to be a cage for your insecurities.
That's
Build your body into a cage for your insecurities.
they'll never come out.
They're gonna get fucking stuck in there.
I love that. That's great. You know what? That's the answer though.
Yeah.
Isn't it? You know? You need to really prepare yourself. You need to become a cage.
You become a cage for your emotions, because you can't. That's the thing is like, how are we gonna deal with the shock? I think the people who are survive are gonna not deal with it. They're
Yeah.
gonna see that big mushroom cloud coming up in the distance, and they're just gonna drop to the floor and start doing push-ups.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Well, because like, what else can you do?
Everyone else is gonna be dropping to the floor to try to get under the desk. No, they're just gonna start doing crunches.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you know.
And guess what? When the bomb comes, the desks are gonna collapse and crush all those people.
One time I lost a pet.
Yeah.
I had been, quite some time ago now, but I had been up all night doing God knows what. And I was, exhausted, fried, strung out, whatever you want to say. And I come in to the room and I find him just dead. And I just went, I'm not going to cry. And not I've decided, you know what? I will not react emotionally. I don't have the energy, and I'm not prepared for it, and I'm just too tired. So I just went, that sucks. No, he's dead. Fuck. All right, well, guess I better throw him away. And that's going to be how you process.
Yep. And you're gonna have a very similar experience looking at the eviscerated corpse of your father.
You're gonna
after
have-
fucking murder jaw gets through with him.
Right. When you find your daddy's eviscerated corpse,
Right.
That's something. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna cry?
You gonna
What are you
cry?
gonna fucking cry?
You're gonna fucking cry, you fucking baby.
You little baby. Oh, my daddy's an eviscerated corpse. Boo-hoo-hoo. No, you're gonna nut up, dude. You're gonna drop to the floor and give me 20.
Fucking pussy.
Yeah. Don't be a bitch. You find your dead daddy? Good.
Yeah.
Let's see some squats.
Fucking, you gotta be doing, if you are doing squats over the corpse of your father, and you're not cut out for this shit. You understand?
Yeah.
There's a fucking
And then I want you to fucking lunge your way out of there.
yeah.
Don't stop for a second.
Don't stop for a second.
Keep putting up plates, baby. You know?
You gotta keep building mass to keep the feeling down.
Right. Oh, what is that? Your mom's been vaporized? Fucking all right. Let me see a plank.
Can you fucking?
How long can you plank for? Give me a wall sit. Let's see how long you can hold up.
You gotta fucking do a flagpole in order to like, regardless of what the fuck's going on with
Right.
your mom.
Exactly.
You know?
Don't. Like my old therapist used to always say, don't stew.
really
Life
good.
ain't for sissies.
Right.
He used to say that all the time. He used to say, life ain't for sissies.
That's a weird thing,
Isn't it?
for a therapist to say to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that's a weird.
It's kind of weird, right? And that's why to this day, I do all of my most effective emotional processing and addressing of my traumas in the Iron Temple.
Right. Because if you go to a therapist, he's just going to call you a sissy.
And then hit
And
me.
that hurts your feelings.
Right,
And
exactly.
so you got to fucking pump iron so they won't even fucking dare to do that
right,
moving
exactly.
forward.
Yeah.
One of those fucking weak-ass therapy bitches tries to fucking tell you who you are. Beat the shit out of that guy.
Yeah, dude. And you know, I fucking take my meds every day.
Yeah.
You know, shoot it right up into my butt. You know. And
I gotta say, it's working out great.
Thanks,
you
man.
know? You're looking less and less like the Spot every day. That's where it all started. Somebody called you the Spot in a YouTube comment, and you started taking anabolic steroids. You're like, never again.
Oh, that's very funny.
I want fucking kingpin body. You know, I don't want to be big square with long arms. I just want to be big square.
You just want to be just square. Oh my god, dude.
Be powerful.
So anyway, fuck therapy.
What was the question?
Don't worry about your mental health.
How will we deal with the shock of the sudden changes?
You're gonna fucking, get yoked.
Go for a run.
Yeah.
And then keep running and never stop.
Right. That's really what you mean is just run.
Just run, you know?
Yeah.
That's another, and it does the same thing as pumping iron, you know?
And also gets you further away from the enemy.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
The enemy being your own insecurity.
But don't stew. That's ultimately, take action.
That's a good way of
improve yourself, strengthen yourself.
I like that.
Don't let yourself get hung up on it. It's like finding a dead pet in your home. Right. Just if you find just say I'm not gonna cry.
Yeah, right. And if you find a dead pet in your home, just do the rational thing and just don't react to it at all.
Stuff it down.
Just like kind of put it somewhere else.
Yep.
And you're not even sure where you're putting it.
No.
You're just putting it away.
Somewhere away.
and one day you're gonna be cleaning up the house, and you're gonna be sweeping under the carpet, and you're gonna step on that Lego, and it's gonna and it's not gonna be pleasant. But that's gonna be years from now.
Right. Exactly.
That's the point.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like we helped people.
Yeah.
I feel like we helped people quite a bit.
I like that. I think that was good.
Yeah.
I think we accomplished what we needed to accomplish with that question.
Let's move on to the next question.
Let's do it. There's another question.
But before we do, I want to check on the tickets again.
Are we going to check on the tickets again?
So for those of you who aren't aware, Chris and I are hosting a screening of the extended cut of our movie, The Real Will Wood, on August 11th at Hawthorne Theater in Hawthorne, New Jersey.
Is this the official announcement this time?
Well, I mean, by the time you're hearing this, it's already been announced. But
it has been announced.
Yeah, but it's although based on these tickets, man, I don't know if they're going to be fucking available by the time this goes up.
It is insane how quickly these motherfuckers are going. We put them
we put them up like a couple hours ago
today,
and
there were 99 tickets sold.
No. 79.
79. What about 99?
That was for something else. It was from an event another time. But
okay. Look at you.
But 79 over like a couple hours, and we haven't like made it like fully public.
Yeah,
yet.
no, we haven't we've done some posting, but we haven't like
on Patreon and like
I put out a Instagram post about it. I think,
but not on mine.
No. Just on
So
that's cool.
We're not even like fully not everybody knows yet.
Not everybody knows yet, and most of the tickets are gone.
Yeah.
So that's
at least more than half of them.
Get on it, I guess.
I mean, we're probably gonna up the capacity. We're probably gonna have to. But
so don't not buy tickets because you think you won't get them. But
yeah. But
maybe step to it. They're going way faster than we thought they were going to go. Well, this is fun. This kind of relates back to what we were just talking about.
Cool.
Dear Chris and will there be any popular public events worth attending in the world to come?
Oh, yeah.
What can I expect to see at the front of a crowd? Thank you, Emily.
That's awesome. When they say at the front of the crowd, it depends. I guess I'm not sure what they mean. Do they mean like a performer or politician or sports game, or do they mean like in the front row of a crowd? What do they mean by the front of a crowd?
I would when I say at the front of a crowd, I would assume what are you seeing on stage in the world to come?
Okay. Conflict.
Yeah, conflict. Bad theater.
Yep. Very
a lot
bad
of like
theater.
bad. It's like imagine
Mm-hmm.
imagine a world
Yeah.
where the only theater is community theater.
Don't say that, man.
It's
Don't say that, man. I'm not feeling so good all of a sudden. Actually, I've seen some good community theater productions.
yeah, but that's not what this is gonna be.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be like very because it's all gonna be like avant-garde theater.
Oh,
You know, it's all gonna be very like it's like all gonna be shows that like have no props and like the only thing on stage is like a single black cube.
okay.
You know,
Yeah.
and it's all about stuff that like nobody can relate to because it's fucking crazy end of the world stuff.
Right, and this is going to be like stuff about like interfamilial trauma and conflict and like
Right.
personal drama and people.
But like all of that stuff will be totally unrelatable,
Right,
You know, because it's
exactly.
like interfamilial drama will be like my dad, fucking angered a bat, and now that bat is mad at my family,
and it keeps
and now it's evicting us from our house.
yeah,
So the more
exactly.
I circled back into something that sounds like a play, but like
Yeah, but the
except
thing
for
is,
the bat. Like,
well, the thing is that like a bat evicting you, a bat landlord is a very different thing from a regular
Right,
landlord.
Yeah.
Like you might today write a play about a family getting evicted by a terrible landlord,
Right, and it's all about like bureaucracy and stuff.
but it's not a bat.
This is just the big scary bat that flies in your house and screams at you to get out while it bites you.
yeah, and drinks your blood
Right.
and gives you rabies.
And how they portray that on stage is they get like a big bat and it bites the actors and drinks their blood and gives them like rabies and stuff.
And they just kind of hope that it doesn't go for the audience too. It's a wild animal. They don't have control over it.
Honestly. It's like it's bad theater. I said this.
Yeah.
It's not good. It's not a good show.
Well, a lot of theater's
Every
going to be
element of
dangerous.
it. It's not just the acting that's going to be bad. It's also the fucking stage management is a fucking it's a fucking rat's nest.
Well,
They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, it's because it's going to be mostly run by, as you said, rats.
Right.
Rats will be responsible for most of the theater in the world to
And
come.
this is the thing, a lot of people don't know this. You have to like go to college in order to be a stage manager.
And rats don't go to college.
they don't.
They don't.
They've never
they,
been.
They don't know how to manage a stage.
There's like all these courses that you take in order to like be a good stage manager, and these rats haven't taken one of them. They're rats. They don't know how to talk even.
Yeah.
They don't know how to do theater stuff. They're rats. They mostly just chew on ropes.
really hard to keep a set standing
No.
when your stage managers are rats.
They're just chewing on the ropes.
Yep.
And it's even harder when there's just no audience and no other actors, and it's just you in a pit talking to yourself, you know? It's just you in a pit talking, yelling at the rats for getting the cues wrong. Like,
No! God damn it, Socrates! I said strike the mirror set! No, the chateau is scene 4! Scene 4!
oh, I'm being dramatic, Socrates. I'm being dramatic. All right, well, how about you put up some fucking money for this thing and then I'll take your opinion seriously, okay? I went to Juilliard.
What about you? Oh, are you a rat?
There's another hole on the other side of the hole that has a bunch of shit in it because you've been pooping there, and there's a sign that says Juilliard. It's a deep hole. You can't get out of the hole.
Right.
You've always been in the hole. You were born in the hole, and you'll die there.
Yeah.
But you also inexplicably know a lot about theater and theater culture.
Dude, this is...
I'm assuming because of some sort of radiation type stuff.
This is
Sometimes radiation will make you know things about theater, even though you've never seen it and you've only ever been in the hole.
I'm getting so overwhelmed.
I'm blacking out as I'm speaking.
We've gotten so far away from the question and from even the answer being plays. Because while we're still talking about an imaginary play, I don't know. I've been stuck. Like I was able to go like, yes, rat stage manager. I love that. And like I was able to go there, but I got hung up on bat already. Like I was still in like, yes, okay, the rats are the stage managers. That's good. I like when rats are doing things. I like rats. That's good. Yeah, but the bat flies into the audience, right? Because in the world to come, much like bombed out buildings, it'll be missing a fourth wall, and things that happen on stage will be dangerous. Come on, Chris, let's go this direction. And then you're just like, I went to Juilliard, pile of shit in a hole. And I'm like, oh fuck, that's not where I was looking to go. I thought I knew where we were going.
Well, it's good that you spent so much time and effort thinking about the bat stuff, because I didn't even for 1 millisecond. It was just I just threw that out there with not a single thought.
I got stuck on the bat. I want to see if I can. Okay, but we're talking about things that we have. The answer. The question was, what will be in front of an audience?
Right.
And what you're talking about is a man alone in a hole, muttering to himself and trying to get rats to put on a play in his mind.
Right. I mean, well, because you're not going to be going to shows. You're going to be in the hole.
Okay. So you're saying that there won't be much in the way of theater.
No, not that you're going to know about anyway.
So
you're going to be in the hole.
Well, we already talked about community theater though.
Right. Well, that's, the community of you and the rats.
Okay. Okay.
You, the rats, and the fucking giant bat creature who keeps flying in your hole and trying to bite you.
So I never understood your answer to this question.
It evolved over time.
Okay.
I think you were with me when we started, but then I went off in a different direction with it. And honestly, I'm filling in the gaps now as I go. I'm reconstructing the bit into something that makes something resembling sense now in this moment.
Okay. All right. So there won't be any theater.
I guess not. No.
Crowds will not be gathering. Theater. There will not be plays happening in front of crowds.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Good. All right. We've answered that.
There aren't going to be any crowds. Everyone's going to be in their own holes. It's like they're all going to be in holes.
This argues with everything that we've ever established, but if that's what you're seeing in your visions, I guess
right now, anyway.
Okay, well let me
the
take
apocalypse is going to last a long time, and for a while, it's going to be holes. Okay, this is not the kind of this is the kind of question I would usually scroll right by, but I actually think that there might be something interesting here.
All right, let's do it.
Hey, Chris and Will.
Yo,
in the world to come, what will happen to the acorns that the squirrels have buried everywhere? Who would have thought?
That's a really good question.
Isn't that a really good question?
Yeah, they're gonna hatch.
I would have never have thought. Yeah, they're gonna hatch,
and squirrels are gonna come
they're
out.
Gonna hatch into squirrels.
Yeah,
that's where squirrels come from. You idiot.
Something. It's something that not a lot of people know.
No, is that they lay those things.
Yeah, acorns aren't like tree eggs.
Right.
They're squirrel eggs.
You've only ever seen acorns on the ground. You've never once seen an acorn on the tree.
Right.
And if you did, that was a clever trick played by a squirrel.
Right. Trying to protect its eggs from predators by disguising it as a tree egg. Mm-hmm. Seed.
And they're all going to hatch, and it's going to be very sad because all the squirrel parents are going to have died in the blast.
Right.
The world is going to be overrun with orphan squirrels.
Right.
And don't know anything about anything.
Mm-hmm. And they're going to need to adjust real quick. Mm-hmm. And so there's going to be a bunch of Oliver Twist style squirrels running around.
There are going to be a lot of squirrels in little orphan Oliver Twist hats.
Yep. In roving gangs of pickpockets.
You know,
led by an unscrupulous Jew. He's going to be Jewish, but that's not a criticism of Jewish people.
Criticism.
It's just a Charles Dickens reference.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Look, it's like, it's not bad that he's Jewish, but it is most of his character.
Yes.
And if you ask Charles Dickens, would he say that it's bad that he's Jewish? He's not around, so we can't ask him.
Yeah, you're right. That is the answer. But also the answer is yes.
But also yes.
I mean, the character was named the Jew.
They leave that out of fucking Oliver Twist Jr.
Right.
When you perform it in middle school.
And I think out of more recent pressings of the book, too. Jack the Orphan Squirrels.
With fucking rolling pins and fucking bludgeons.
And Jewish men leading their groups.
There's a big old Jewish guy.
Yep.
Telling them what to do.
Him being Jewish is not really important. It's just true.
No. It's not. He doesn't do it using Jew magic.
No, and he's not a bad guy either.
Okay.
He's actually
he's pretty cool. Actually, he's taking care of all these orphan squirrels.
He doesn't collect what the orphans steal and take an inordinate sum of it. He just takes a little bit, and then uses it primarily to care for the orphan squirrels. He's
That's
actually
very sweet of him.
He does train them to do crime, but he uses that to take care of them in ways that the squirrels can't take care of themselves because they're just squirrels. You know,
and that's why they call him the Jew.
Right, because he's
so kind-hearted.
Because he's so kind.
And he's so kind-hearted and generous.
Yeah.
You know?
It sucks. It sucks that that's not a stereotype for any group.
No, it's like,
why can't that be a stereotype for any group?
that they're. I think, unfortunately, for white people, it's white people.
Well,
is
that's
the problem.
fair. That's
It's
true.
like, I think that's the issue, is that white people don't say that, but that's the stereotype we have in our minds about ourselves.
That's a good point. Yeah. Well, let's add that one to Jew. Let's add kind to that one.
Yeah. From now on, if anything is Jewish, it's kindly and warm-hearted.
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that, anti-Semites? What do you think? Do you want to add that one to the list? That we're really cool people who are fun to be around and really nice and caring and kind? Huh?
Just like imagine you infiltrating the KKK. Just like, it's like they're listing all the things that people hate about Jews, and you're just like, they're really nice. They're really generous, actually. People say they aren't, but they are.
What did you just say? I was just saying, that they're all the same, man. Fucking every one of them is just
nice,
friendly, so fucking nice to people around them. I can't stand them anymore. Somebody's got to do something about them. All right, let's call it.
All right, everybody.
Thank you for listening. It's been cool. Hope to see you at that show on August 11th in New Jersey.
That would be pretty nice if you showed up, buy the tickets. Well, you still can, because they're flying off the shelves like fucking hotcakes.
And if you join the Patreon, there's a discount code available.
That's
true. You 20% off those tickets.
You get 20% off the tickets.
And also, it gets you stuff if you go on the Patreon.
The Patreon is pretty cool. You can hear the unedited version of this. Can you imagine?
Jesus Christ.
Can you even imagine what that would be like?
I think maybe cut out a couple
There's going to be a handful of things that maybe won't make it to the final cut. But,
even the uncharismatic edition.
Yeah, no, I know. That's what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like when I came out of the closet, maybe cut that bit out. It'd be really funny to include this, though. Keep this in, but cut out the part where I come out of the closet. That would be great. Let's do that, okay? Can we do that? All right.
I'll absolutely do that.
You can ask us questions on the Discord server or at lifeintheworldtocome@gmail.com. Patreon.com/lifeintheworld. Ad break.
That's beautiful, Will.
Thank you.